one thing?
Two things. One is, right outside of their football playing, because limited film.
Yeah.
Of course, I had watched their whole season before I came here.
Okay.
I kind of anticipated this happening, and we were in a little bit of a lull period recruiting at the Air Force. And I try to watch like one game a day, and 10, 15 days later, you get through the whole season. So I'd seen,
Okay.
but you're obviously seeing 5 and 57 the most.
Yeah.
But the first thing when I came here is I did have them fill out like information sheets about their families and personal stuff.
Okay.
So I at least knew the kids and where they were from and who their parents were and all that kind of stuff. And then we did have a couple weeks before we started practice out here. Part of the winter program.
Yeah.
Outside of the lifting, and we're allowed to have some. Couldn't use a football or any of that stuff, but we were allowed to do some just movement, kind of agility stuff out here. And so that gives you a feel. And I remember my impression, and even mentioning or answering this for some other people, is like my take on the group overall is like they have good athleticism.
Okay.
I didn't look at any of those guys and think, wow, that guy's a little stiff or he's a little slow. Super good-looking movement guys. And what we basically did the first couple of weeks out here before we started spring ball, we'd be doing like defensive back movement drills. But it's a good indicator of how well a kid can move. And they do some of that in pass coverage, But that was my take on them as a good athletic group, right? There's not a ton of experience, everybody knows that. But, as much as anything, I wanted to just kind of get to know them personally and what their role's been here and where they're from and what their family's about.